Welcome to Formula World. I'm your host Dylan Shelley, and here's what's on this episode. First up on Formula World, Leclerc faster than Vettel. Former F1 supremo Bernie Ecclestone once lamented Ferrari dropping Raikkonen in place of Leclerc, but has now since amended his position and even suggested Leclerc may be faster than Vettel. I was wrong. I thought that sending Raikkonen away was not a good move. I will wait a while before giving a final judgment, of course. At the moment, Charles seems super fast. He has great control of the car, and he is even, perhaps, faster than Vettel. Seb isn't old. What's happening to him is strange. Maybe he thought he had an easy life and didn't realise how fast Charles would be. But I remain convinced that Vettel can win the championship. Red Bull still blaming Renault. Red Bull advisor Helmut Marko has taken another opportunity to place blame on Renault. But this time, he's blaming them for their 2019 aero issues, despite having severed ties with the French manufacturer at the end of last season. Until now, missing downforce has been a problem for us this season. The aerodynamic design was always as efficient as possible, with the least possible inconvenience from air resistance. This was done to compensate for a lack of engine power from our previous engine supplier. Honda has significantly improved engine performance. With the new aerodynamic upgrade, we can therefore put all the cards on the table from Barcelona. Racing Point true start in 2020. After acquiring the team mid-season 2018, one of the new owners of Racing Point, Lawrence Stroll, has come out saying that 2020 is when the team will have its true fresh start. The 2020 season will be our real start. We will soon start with a clean slate on our car for 2020. This year was always going to be a compromise. We cannot redraw the entire car. The boys were focused on the car of 2018 and did not know what 2019 would bring. We work with what we have and make updates. Next year it will be a completely new car. The first Racing Point designed from scratch. Is this the final Grand Prix at Interlagos? It looks possible that this year may be the last for Brazilian circuit Interlagos, with Brazilian president announcing the construction of a new purpose-built track in Rio. And here's what he had to say about it. After our victory in the elections, Formula One, which would leave Brazil, decided not only to remain, but also to build a new track in Rio de Janeiro, which will have the name of the idol Ayrton Senna. The management of Formula One has decided to maintain a Grand Prix in Brazil, but Sao Paulo has become impractical because of the event's public financial support and the debt that exists over there. The Rio de Janeiro circuit will be finished 6 or 7 months after the start of construction work. The event organisers of the Grand Prix in Sao Paulo, however, added the following comments. There is a contract in place to hold the Brazilian Grand Prix in Sao Paulo until 2020, and both sides continue to honour their commitments. Fast feed. Hamilton believes he has gotten the better of his rivals with his starts, saying, "I'm pretty sure the last two starts were the best in the field." Renault have announced they will be introducing new power units in Barcelona. Ferrari will also be introducing new power units in Spain, but neither Haas nor Alfa Romeo will be running them. Former world champion Nico Rosberg believes Bottas has found the key to beating Lewis, saying, "You should never annoy Lewis. If he gets angry, then he gets more motivated and concentrated." Unlike Lando Norris and Max Verstappen, Formula 2 driver Mick Schumacher is not a fan of online racing, saying, "Online races do not give me the same emotions as racing on the circuit. I only use the team simulator to prepare myself." Formula E boss Alejandro Agag recently stated, "I would love Ferrari to join. It's an open invitation." Former Ferrari driver Gerhard Berger believes his former team will win the title in 2019, saying, "I would put my money on Ferrari." And the 2020 F1 regulations are set to be announced in October of this year. Formula World fans react. Has Verstappen been flawless? That's what I asked on the previous episode, and the results are in, with 62% of you voting that yes, he has been flawless thus far in 2019, while 38% of you do not believe he's flawless, with most of those voters pointing to the science collision in Bahrain for their reason for voting no. Is Leclerc faster than Vettel? Be sure to vote in the poll and let me know what you think in the comments. And a special thanks to Blaze Hope for becoming a member and supporting the show. And if you like this video, feel free to subscribe and check out my others for all the latest in the world of Formula One.